Pardon me, but have we understood you correctly, Ms. von der Leyen? You want to turn the Kiev regime into a spiked pig?
Hey everyone, today we're diving into a fiery statement from Russia's foreign ministry spokesperson, Maria Zakharova. She's known for her sharp wit, and this time she's dissecting EU's Ursula von der Leyen's call to turn Ukraine into a steel porcupine. Let's break it down.
This statement by the President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, reflects her musings on Europe's rearmament and her call to her like-minded colleagues, as they refer to each other, gathered at the summit in London on March 2nd of this year. She urged them to place Ukraine in a position of strength and transform it into a steel porcupine. We've seen and read a lot, but it seems the bottom has not yet been reached. Do you know how steel porcupine translates to German? Stahlstachelschwein. You heard correctly. This is not wordplay, but a literal translation. It directly means spiked pig. Pardon me, but have we understood you correctly, Ms. von der Leyen? You want to turn the Kiev regime into a spiked pig. In my view, the Kiev regime has long since become a spiked pig, a steel porcupine, and has already been placed in a position of strength. The problem is that in this position, they've rubbed their knees raw. If we examine this phrase seriously, despite the effort required, it reveals that, from the Western perspective, Ukraine is not envisioned to have any independent role other than being this spiked pig or steel porcupine. The position Ukraine occupies is to be determined not by its citizens, nor by representatives elected by the Ukrainian people, but by European commissioners, EU foreign policy representatives, NATO leadership, and officials from other countries. These actors, like Ursula von der Leyen, have no historical, geographical, or international obligations tying them to Ukraine. Yet they are granted the authority, in their view, to dictate Ukraine's fate. Let me pose a purely rhetorical question. What happened to democracy? What about the freedom of choice for the people, which Brussels bureaucrats, high-ranking officials, and Eurocrats endlessly lecture others about? It turns out that one can, on the one hand, nurture a dictator, as was done in Ukraine, and then, from abroad, impose one's will on that dictator. A unique situation. Though, on the other hand, this is a recurring pattern in Western history.
So, what do you think? Is Ukraine being cast solely as a defensive barrier in this geopolitical showdown? Or can there be a path to sovereignty beyond the West's steel porcupine narrative? Let us know in the comments below.